Have you ever been in a conversation, sharing your thoughts with passion and clarity, and yet it feels like no one's really listening? They nod, smile, maybe glance at their phone, but your words, they vanish into thin air. Now think about someone who walks into a room, says just a few words, and suddenly everyone's tuned in. Their voice cuts through the noise. Their presence commands attention. People want to listen. What's the difference? It's not just charisma or a deep voice. It's a skill, one that anyone can learn. Today in this video, we'll be discussing how to speak so people actually listen to you. And once you understand this, your words will start to carry weight, not just in conversations, but in your career, your relationships, and your confidence. We live in the noisiest age in human history. Everyone's talking, few are listening, and here's the irony. Because we're constantly surrounded by noise, tweets, texts, podcasts, ads, we've become masters at tuning out. So when you speak, you're not just trying to be heard, you're competing for attention. You're battling short attention spans, dopamine addiction, and a world that rewards entertainment over depth. That means you can't just speak to share, you need to speak to connect. If you want people to really listen to you, you need to make your words cut through the noise and land. Let's start with the first and most overlooked factor. How you say things matters more than what you say. Your tone, pace, pauses, and rhythm make up 80% of your impact. Imagine this. Two people say the same sentence, "I believe in you." One says it flatly, without energy. It sounds like a courtesy. The other says it slowly, intentionally. A slight pause between the words, a spark in their voice. Suddenly it feels real. Your voice is an instrument, and most people never learn to play it. Start by mastering 3 things. 1. Pace, don't rush, let your words breathe. Speed kills understanding. 2. Pauses. Silence isn't awkward, it adds power. Use pauses before and after key points to make people lean in. 3. Emphasis. Don't flatten your message. Highlight the words that matter. It adds clarity and emotion. Practice reading out loud. Record yourself. Play with rhythm. This alone will make you 10 times more compelling, even if the content is simple. People don't just listen to your words, they feel your energy. If you don't believe in what you're saying, why should they? Confidence is contagious. And no, it doesn't mean being loud or forceful. True confidence is calm, steady, grounded. Before you speak, center yourself. Take a breath. Remind yourself your voice has value. And here's a powerful trick. Speak as if what you're saying is already accepted. Not like you're trying to convince, but like you already know it's worth hearing. That subtle shift in posture, tone, and intention makes a huge difference. Facts tell, stories sell. If you want people to remember what you say, wrap it in a story. Human brains are wired for narrative. We remember characters, challenges, emotions, not bullet points. So when you're explaining an idea, attach it to a story. Tell a personal moment. Describe a challenge you overcame. Use a metaphor or scenario. Suddenly you're not just speaking, you're inviting people in. A well-timed story builds trust, breaks down walls, and makes your message stick long after you've stopped speaking. Here's a hard truth. People don't really care about you. They care about how what you say affects them. So if you want people to listen, speak to their interests, not just your own. Ask yourself, why should this matter to them? What's the benefit of listening? How does this improve their life, solve a problem, or spark curiosity? Frame your message like a gift, not a demand. Speak to the listener's world, not just your own. This is how great communicators lead, inspire, and persuade. They don't just speak, they serve. Here's the twist. To be a great speaker, you have to be an even better listener. The most magnetic speakers tune in before they speak. They notice the mood, the unspoken, the tone of the room. They listen with their eyes, ears, and presence. When people feel heard, they're far more willing to hear you. So in every conversation, show up fully, listen deeply, and then respond, not react. Because when people feel understood, your words carry so much more weight. Speaking so people listen isn't about tricks. It's about connection. It's about slowing down, speaking with purpose, listening with your whole self, and having the courage to show up with truth and energy, even when it's uncomfortable. If you learn to master your voice, your presence, and your intent, you'll start to notice a shift. People will lean in. Eyes will meet yours. Conversations will go deeper, because now you're not just talking, you're leading, and that changes everything. If this video helped you today, give it a like, and if you want more powerful tools to grow your mindset, hit subscribe for more self-development videos.